Hello guys, come on in, come on in. Monday. So, I am actually going to be making something to eat right now. I made some Amaranth grits yesterday, and you guys will not believe how amazing this tastes. When I say amazing, I mean amazing. Like, I had to eat some last night after I made it. Hey, Jassy, how are you? So I'm gonna be making the leftovers from that. All right, so this is the leftovers in my crock pot. I'm gonna take it out and warm it up stovetop. And then I'm gonna be using some king trumpet mushrooms. I'm gonna make some little scallops. All right, so you guys know what scallops are? They're pretty much seafood, right? Yeah. I'm gonna save my caps off of here. They're seafood, and they have a round shape. Whoops. And they're usually pan-seared, seasoned and pan-seared, and served to you just like that. Very, very good. They're actually one of my favorite foods when I tastes just like fish. When I ate what do you call it? When I ate seafood when I was a pescatarian. Right? So you just cut them like this, wash your mushroom, make it a little thick so they have some body to them, so they don't mash out. Alright? So like this, not too big. Alright, and I'm gonna save, I'm only making 2, and I'm gonna save my caps. Maybe I'll grill them. Should I grill them? I'll season it all up together. Alright, so here we go. Let's get started. I'm gonna put my grits in the pan to warm up stovetop. I need to get a smaller pot. And turn that down on low. No. As long as the heat is still on. No, you don't have anything. Hey, Lisa. Did you guys see what I posted yesterday? Did you see that amazing? I mean, this thing is so good. You will not even miss grits. You won't miss it. I guarantee you. I need one of those little containers. Alright, so I'm taking, not the caps, these are the king trumpet mushrooms. The caps, I'm going to just grill them up also because there's only 2 pieces. So I'm just putting them in here. In my little reusable container that I have here, a little plastic dish. I'm going to season it up. I'm just going to cover up this in here. And I'm going to use my grill pan to put some lines on them and sear them up. I'm only using part of my mushrooms. I'm leaving the other part for another time. And we can make some bacon or something. And this should be pretty fast. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of coconut aminos on here.
Hi, it's Ben. I was on the phone, sorry.
Not too much, just a little to give it some flavor, right? See, I added my little top there from the one that finished because this one had an open type situation.
Yeah.
This could be really fast. All right. I'm putting some dry herbs on here.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Some onion powder.
Yeah, right.
I know they make great bacon. I think I'm going to use one of my porcini mushroom packs and see how that works with the bacon, because the consistency of it is kind of like bacon also. Very stretchy type of wet mushroom. So onion powder. Definitely want some sea salt on here so this has some flavor, some taste. You know I'm coming up with this cayenne pepper. Alright. So I'm going to shake this up just a little bit. I might need to add a little bit of water on here. You guys hear me say water? I didn't mean water, I meant oil. I meant oil. So I'm using avocado oil just to give this coating, right? And these would be really, really good if they're marinated, but I don't have time for that right now. And I didn't think about it until last night when I made this thing. That was so awesome. This is what it looks like right now. See that nice coating? It smells good. I smell that onion on it. Let me just flip it around so you guys can see. That's what it's looking like. The oil helps everything stick together, so when you put it on the grill, it still has a really nice flavor. Let's keep that covered for right now. I'm going to put a dash of cloves in here also. Just a little bit. I'm not a big clove fan. Actually, you know what? I have a little bit of leftover of Miss Thai Naturals a complimentary seasoning that she sent me. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. I also have a cantaloupe that I need to slice up as well. Going bad real fast. Shake that up, get everything infused. Set it over there until we are ready to go. Meantime, it's going to give that marinade about another 5 minutes. I'll put it on the stove after I finish this cantaloupe, which is overripe, like big time overripe. I actually think I should juice it. It may not be, maybe too soft. Hi, Cynthia. Let's see. Let's see if I can't get this going real fast. Kill two birds with one stone. Come on, don't mess with me right now. Alright guys, so we're going to be making some scallops, some mock scallops. And these are with the king trumpet mushrooms, the legs of the mushrooms. And with the rest of the amaranth grain that I made last night in the crock pot. That is so absolutely good. Turn on the flame, turn on the heat, the fire. Move this over here. This is what I'm doing here. I'm going to juice this really fast. I've got my grits warming up here in the pan. And I've got my pan here that I grilled some mushrooms in the other day. Yesterday? Yeah. Last night. I'm just going to use that same pan. Alright? That's just residue from the seasoning. Don't worry about it. Let's just make this juice real quick. Get this out of the way while the pot heats up. And I need my knife so I can peel this. All right, let's get started. As that pot heats up, gotta multitask on that lunch break. All right. Let's start it. This is one whole cantaloupe being juiced. One more downstairs, I believe, that I need to use up. I have to keep them downstairs, otherwise they go bad. They start looking like frankenmelons the minute you bring it back up in the heat. This one is very, very juicy. Oh my god. It's overripe, overripe, overripe. And I have another bottle of juice in the fridge that I didn't use up yet. I'm going to mix it with this. You guys remember I juiced something the other day and I had like 3 or 4 bottles. Drop that in there. That's it. One whole. One whole going down. I'm going to put one of these blood oranges in there also. That off, just peel it up. Adding one orange to the mix, guys, for that citrus flavor. Almost. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at that. See that? Flesh is just about black, like a dark blood color, which is why they call it blood orange. Oh, this one's sweet. Very sweet. Everything comes right out, all of the juice is out. Alright, we're ready to put our mushrooms in. Just give me 1 second. Let me get the rest of the juice from out of here. Retract. Not too much, just enough to get all of the residue out. And we're good. Hey, Sherry. You're welcome. Alright, so here is our juice. Just leave that dripping for now. Very little residue down there. And we're going to move right on to our little mock scallops here. This should be fast, quick, and easy. All right. Let me just in case this starts to splash on me. All right, here we go. We're gonna start adding these things to the pot. Can you guys see that? Yep, you can see it. All right. Start adding them right on the grill line so they get that nice sear. One by one. And use your largest burner if you're using a grill pan. Make sure that all of them get, sufficient heat. And keep them to the middle of the pan if you're uncertain. Just move that oil around so it gets to the middle of the pan also. You don't have to use a lot of oil. And I'll show you in a second. Get all your coating on. Everything. Move that over here. I'll probably have a little bit too much oil going on. There Disheveled is here. Hey Brenda, here we go. We're grilling this up. Hi Kate. So we're doing the king trumpet mushroom legs, and I sliced them up like little scallops. And over here I've got my leftover mock grits, my amaranth grits that I made last night. It was so amazing, I can't even tell you guys, you have to try it. But that's the mushrooms grilling up there. We're going to get some nice sear lines on them. Just leave those cooking for a little bit. Here's our juice. This is cantaloupe, 1 whole cantaloupe and 1 blood orange. So let me get this out of here. In the meantime, take the blender apart, save your cantaloupe. I won't save the blood orange extract though, because I don't think that'll make for good fruit porridge. So I save only the cantaloupe. Wiping down my juicer. Put that away, free up some counter space. I'm also going to wash some tomatoes in the meantime, some of the small tomatoes, the little grape tomatoes. Oh, here's my bag. It's my little bag. My leftover trash, cantaloupe. Pop that in the freezer. You guys are gonna come back with me over here. Let's check on these, right? Here's my little fork. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Oh, here we go. You don't have to do grill lines. I just like to see grill lines. Reminds me of barbecuing. But they usually sear scallops before they serve them to you. And it's just a seafood is what it is. And if you really want this to taste like seafood, you obviously buy a seafood mushroom, and then your problems are solved. Actually, no, I use the whole cantaloupe, Jossie. I'm going to drink the whole thing. Drink the whole thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. Turn this down. Smoke choking me. It's got a nice sear. 2 juices left. This is 1. Turn the flame down on low. Oh, the pulp. We'll use it to make porridge. For porridges. Juice. Cantaloupe and juice that I mixed from yesterday. I forget the other ingredients. Something green. Yes, you're on camera.
I'm always on camera.
Alright, so I got this much, and Hunter's gonna drink the rest. Because it won't fit in there either. Otherwise, I should jar it up. Jar it up. Try the juice.
Huh?
You wanna try the juice? Yes, no, maybe so?
Sure.
Alright, so let me just show you guys here. So this is what it looks like. Nasty? Just a little bit of pulp. It's natural. Alright guys, so see, it has sear lines on here. So this looks like little scallops, like pan-seared scallops. But they're really not. I forgot to turn one over. So I'm going to have that with the... Want to try it?
What is it?
Mushrooms. Scallops. You're not a seafood person, I but try it. Alright, so I'm going to plate my stuff. Oops. Alright, so my grits warmed up. I had coffee this morning too, guys. I had the date seed coffee with the mayonnaise coffee. It was so good. I had some last night too. Try this piece. Get this in here. Did you make it? Did you make it?
Oh, that's good.
Good? Finger licking over here. Finger licking my chicken.
Double thumbs up. With a little bit of spice kick to it. My spicy lady.
Alright, so we got this on here.
What's that?
I want to try.
This is delicious.
So I'm gonna start taking these out. Hi Ben. Brenda says hi.
No.
Okay, so I have my grits on here. Let me just turn this around so you're gonna hold this way since you're not doing anything.
I'm not doing anything.
Since you're not doing anything. All right, so I've got my grits here. I'm just gonna put. We need a name for the fake oysters. Like, so we have fakin for the fake bacon. What can we use for the fake oysters? Need a name for the fake oysters.
They don't even taste like oysters.
Can I use the
Do
film?
you know what oysters taste like?
Oysters? Like crab meat, mussel.
Hungry.
Shush.
Shush.
Viewers, if anyone sees this, they're starving me.
Yes, we are.
All CPS.
You know what? Considering he's 20 years old, CPS doesn't answer the phone anymore.
Where's the knife? Where's the
You're
knife?
your own adult.
My wallet.
Focus on the food. Focus
I
on the
lost
food.
my wallet and I have no debit card.
So whose fault
whose
is
food is
that?
that in the fridge?
It's the wallet's fault for walking away.
Whose food is that in the fridge?
Okay.
In the bag.
What is this? The
Everyone on the Taco Bell.
what's the no pulp that you have?
Read it. Where's
Well,
there's the
my-
glasses?
No.
There's the
My
glasses.
throat's closing, I think.
Stop it! I just gave you cantaloupe and whatever was in there from the other day.
Yeah, some. Yeah, it's good.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Now I got to think back what I put in there.
You are
Oh, ginger. Hello.
ginger.
It's usually the cantaloupe, honestly.
It's ginger, cantaloupe. It was like
Leftover-
three things. It was like three
Leftover
things.
cantaloupe. Someone answered.
Oh, the leftover cantaloupe is what a cantaloupe trash. We use that to make a porridge, a fruit porridge. So we don't have to use any kind of grains or anything like that.
Hi, Ziben.
Typo. All right, how's that look, guys?
That looks pretty.
You see how fast that was? We also don't have the cook time for the amaranth because I made that last night in the crock pot. It just cooked itself pretty much without me having to watch over it. So that's good.
Here you go.
Let me hold that. All right, so let me just show you guys. You see that? Doesn't that look like scallops, guys? These were the king trumpet mushrooms, the one with the long
like
legs.
Fried chicken.
Looks like fried chicken.
In a circular form.
But do you know what scallops are? Have you ever had scallops?
I don't think
He doesn't like seafood, so you want to taste it? I offered you last
I
night.
tasted it. Oh, the grits?
Mm-hmm. No?
I don't like the grits.
Mr. Texture.
They're so spicy.
It's not spicy. Oh my god. It's a drama queen. You guys hearing this? He's saying it's spicy. There's no... Okay, so there's a little bit of cayenne in there. But that's it. Just a little bit. Just from the man
Is that how grits always
who
taste?
eats jerk chicken. Grits is actually grittier than this. But you can get it like it's
No,
grainy.
there's something different about jerk chicken. It's got, yeah.
It's
My
meat?
my lips were swollen and red from the jerk chicken because it was so hot, but it was delicious. Not that it's not delicious.
Sure.
I'm gonna fish now.
Sure. Okay, folks, so...
I think it was a texture thing.
Hmm?
I think it was a texture thing with the grits, the little things.
This is perfect to me. Hi, Angela. Okay, so this is the, remember I was telling you about the ancient grains, or ancient seeds? So like amaranth, teff, fonio. This is the amaranth.
I said, I'm just speaking my language.
So I sliced them up. Mushrooms. These mushrooms. Pink trumpet mushrooms. We cut the bottoms off. And I sliced them like little circles. Like how you see here. So they can mimic little scallops. Oh, maybe he's right. This does have a little bit of kick in it. And I seasoned it. I put it in this little bowl. And I seasoned it with dry herbs, some cayenne, some sea salt, coconut aminos, onion powder, and I think that was it. And it's good. So the crock pot actually takes out most of the crunch. The seeds are still there, but they're cooked really, really soft. So easier to chew and swallow than quinoa. They're smaller grains, smaller seeds. I do like it spicy, actually. I want to try and cook this stovetop to where it's more like a quinoa consistency. I don't know if that's possible. It's good. And if you marinate the mushrooms longer, the flavor will be even more intense.
He can't compose himself.
Oh, it's so amazing. Oh my god. Look at that. I'm definitely going to stock up on my amaranth.
What?
So this is Amaranth. It's not this brand. I have another brand that I buy sometimes. I'm not loyal to any brand. Whatever's on sale is whatever I buy. So it's Amaranth. It's a seed. Alright? They call it a grain, but it's not technically a grain. So that's important. I keep mentioning that all the time, and it may sound repetitive, but it's important to know that, especially when we're fasting, because fastings, we can't do grains while you're fasting. So it's important to know what category these things are really, really and truly in, the genus, where they really belong, because we can't do grains when we're fasting. So we can do amaranth, we can do fonio, we can do teff, we can do any of those as long as they're blended out, right? So we're not so limited. And we can do quinoa while we're fasting, because these are all in a category of seeds, grass, right? I was literally looking forward to making this thing all morning. And you can see here, it's gluten-free. It's a grain that comes out of Africa. It's also a grain out of Mexico, but it's also grown in Africa. Ancient food of the Aztecs. Complete protein. Hot cereal. You can use it for baked goods or granola, but we don't really do granola. All right. You can go online and get suggestions on how to, different ways to use it. That's all that's in there. Really important that it's gluten-free, so people with celiac disease and things like that can have this without an issue. With folks with gluten intolerance, they can incorporate these grains. I've made it like cereal once before, but I much prefer it like this, in this form. It was good. Actually, did I do that or the teff? I might have made the teff, but I think I did make this amaranth before. It's very similar to the teff, except the teff is very nutty. All right, so you can make it the same way, the same process that I put in the video. Do the same exact thing, except you're using Mexican vanilla. And you're also using Ceylon cinnamon. And then obviously your milks. Whatever nut milk you're using to cook it in. I added coconut milk in this at the end of the cook cycle. Added at the end, and then I turned it off and just let it sit there and finish just marinating, and it's so good, so creamy. I show this to anyone and they'll tell me this is a scallop. The taste is very similar, I promise you. Texture, the taste and texture very similar to scallops. I implore you to try this. I could literally eat this every day. Oh my god. And these grains, these seeds, not really fattening. Let's read the back. Doesn't really tell you anything about diet back here, but there's only 1 gram of natural sugar in here. That's it. There's no added sugar. 7 grams of protein. That's huge. 7 grams, right? And 2 grams of total fat. That's it. That's a very small amount. 1/4 cup is a serving size, and you get 190 calories. That's very low. 190 calories from a 1/4 cup. And there's 14 servings in this bag. You have to read the serving size on these things if that's how you're doing your nutritional journey. And let's say you're trying to lose weight or trying to maintain a certain weight, then it's important for you to read what the serving size is and know what the serving size is. This also has 3 milligrams of iron, 15%. But the biggest selling point, for these things here, it has potassium, milligrams. Also has calcium, not a lot. But the biggest selling point for these is the 7 grams of protein. It's not a huge percentage, but it's enough. It's good enough, right? When you're eating this occasionally and mixed with other things on our nutritional guide. So the biggest thing on here is 35 grams of carb. It's natural carbs. Dietary fiber is 14%, and then iron is 15%. So if you're low iron, this is something that you can incorporate. If you have, what is that thing called when you're low iron? I can't think of it right now. Anemia, or you're anemic, right? Your iron might be low. This is something that could help you with that. Yeah. So pretty good. Calcium, you get vitamin D in here as well. No, actually, no vitamin D. Sorry, I misspoke. But yeah. I'm in love with this. I wish I had another bowl. I'm gonna make more. Like literally in a second. I'm gonna add some to, why is this fridge open? I'm gonna add some to the crock pot before I go back to work and just set it and forget it. This is something I could literally, I could eat this very same way all the time. God. Good. And then of course I got my things here, my juices. Mix this with the other one that I had. That's why I had the fridge open. And that's it. That was pretty fast, guys. Who's gonna try this out? Need a volunteer to try it. Let me know how you did. You guys can send me pictures of your food too, you know. Totally fine with that. Just putting the juices in the bottles here. Oh, cantaloupe tastes so good. Ben, you want one of these juices or no? Did you answer me?
Yeah.
Huh? You want it or you don't want it?
Yes, I answered yes.
But yeah, you want it or you don't want it?
Yeah.
Alright guys, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. My coffee was so good this morning and last night. And no jitters. You guys know how that goes already with this date coffee and Maya nut coffee. Alkaline herbal coffee, that's what they call them. So good. Yes, Cynthia. Invest in it. And don't forget what I told you guys a couple weeks back. Remember, everyone that started some kind of either a weight loss journey or some kind of diet or whatever, right about now, they probably stopped going to the gym, right? First 3 months of the year, they probably stopped going to the gym. They probably stopped using all those fancy juicers and things that they invested money on over Black Friday. So now is a good time. Start looking online in the Facebook Marketplace. You can actually, get some nice used ones on the platform. I use it, right? Look for a cold press juicer, and you can get it for like super, super cheap because people are just going to have it decorating their counters, right? Because they get out of the routine of trying to get, stay on that healthy pathway. So where they fall off, you're going to be able to profit from that, right? And spend less money. So look on the Facebook Marketplace, search cold press juicer in your area, and see what's out there. Inquire about it. How old is it? Is there anything wrong with it? And the Facebook Marketplace has an accountability type system to where people are graded based on stars and reviews, so you have a better chance of not getting swindled out of something, because if they want to remain on there, they have to be pretty much on the up and up. So ask questions about the product. If there's anything wrong with it, anything broke, anything missing, is there anything I need to know? How old is it? Any problems at all with it? And if there isn't, schedule a time to either go pick it up from the person or meet up someplace in the public area, right? You know, you don't have to be close to each other. They can leave it on their porch, and you can, you know, leave the money in their mailbox or whatever the case may be. Or you can wear your masks and, you know, go collect the item. But, you know, definitely I would recommend trying the marketplace or any of those sale apps. There's an app called Let Go. There's other ones as well that I've used in the past for different things. You know, don't be afraid to go on there and see. You know, I don't like paying full price for anything. If I can get a sale, I am happy, you know, to get something at a discounted price. And you can use that extra cash that you would have paid to buy something new. You can buy more than one thing maybe. You know what I mean? You know, buy yourself like a hand mixer or what's the blender, the hand blender? I forget what it's called right now. You can use them to make smoothies. All right, so check that out, guys. And I'm popping. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and watch the video, but we just literally, I just had some amaranth grits with some mock scallops, King Trumpet scallops. So take a look. They're pretty easy to make. The amaranth I made in the crock pot, just like I do the wild rice and such, and chickpeas, same process with my tiny crock pot here. So I will catch you guys later or tomorrow. I have some porcini mushrooms that are marinating since yesterday, if you guys remember, in the refrigerator. So maybe I'll just grill those up, or not grill, but saute them up for dinner. All right. All right, bye guys.